And that's probably one of the, I would say maybe one of the most challenging parts about coaching is like, we can't, number one, we can't give a child the drive that they need. They have to have that drive. And number two, we can't give them the goals that they should have, right? Their goals need to come from within. And then we're here, the role that we play is we say, hey, this is the direction you need to be going in. From there, I would take this route. I would do these steps in this order. But the end result has to come from within. So I couldn't agree more. Where did you coach track? If you're still on here, where did you coach track? I didn't even know you were doing track. That's one sport I never got into. I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the strongest. I wasn't the smartest. But I was never, ever, 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 ever outworked. Nobody. I repeat, nobody outworked me. To this day, that's number one thing I rely on is my work ethic. Yeah, it's challenging, but it is very rewarding. Darian, oh, that's right. Yeah, that's my mom. Okay, yeah, I should have known that. Was Trafone there? Was he coaching track with you? Or I think he was probably just football. But yeah, track is one thing I never really got into. I was always, but it is definitely a team sport. People think it's just 14 state championships. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. That's a lot. That takes a lot of collaboration amongst the athletes, and I'm sure practice was pretty crazy. Practice must have been like a track meet every day. Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of these schools now are hiring, just workout coaches, like strength coaches. I did McMahon for a year before the pandemic hit. But now I'm heading out to St. Luke's School in the fall to coach football. Actually, one of my old coaches, he's the head coach there, Noel Thomas, so I'll be there in the fall. Super excited. But yeah, ultimately, those that are still tuning in, just wanted to say how valuable it was for me to start writing down my goals. I mean, a lot of people don't like using the word goal. I get that. But you can use the word target. You can use the word objective, task. Doing everything you want to do sometimes is not going to happen in one day. It may take 2. It may take 3. It may take a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year. But it will happen. It will happen if you keep writing it down. And I always joke with my fiance about her writing things down. She likes to keep things in her head, but I told her, when you put it down on paper, it becomes something physical. And when you see that physical thing, I feel like it becomes more real. Having tasks, having objectives, right? Having a plan, having a vision, right? Like, having an idea is great. Having an image in your mind, that's great. Having a thought is great. But that's not the first step, right? We all have those things. The first step is actually taking that thought, taking that idea, that image, and putting it down on a piece of paper. So you have this thought, you take the thought, you put it onto something tangible. You create it with your pen. Okay? Now, that's step number 1. Step number 2 is you go act on that. You go out into the world, you make the phone call, you dial it up, you text, what have you. You shake a hand, you say hello, you walk into the new room, right? And you figure out how you can serve anybody around you. okay? You have the idea, you have the image, right? You have the vision, okay? Then we need to put it to paper. So, what I mean by that is I need to figure out what I need to do today so that when I wake up, God willing, the next day, okay, I'm a little step closer, maybe 2 or 3 steps closer to my end goal, okay? Very important. And it's crazy because I think, number one, this is often overlooked, but number two, it's also overcomplicated. And I think we do it instinctively or intuitively, like we overcomplicate how to go about whatever it is, our dream, our goal, our aspiration, whatever it is. We overcomplicate these things. And in fact, they're very simple. Income came in. It wasn't enough to leave the basement, and it wasn't enough to buy the ring. So what did I have to do? I had to refocus, and I had to set higher and bigger targets for myself, so that way the income would suffice for the goals that I had desired. Does this make sense? This is crazy right here, because I was setting goals, okay, that weren't big enough. Okay? They weren't big enough to fulfill the life that I wanted to live. I'm going to say that one more time. I was setting goals that weren't big enough to fulfill the life that I wanted to live. So I rearranged and I reorganized and I rewrote my targets. Rewrote my targets. Okay? I strengthened my discipline. I changed my habits. Okay? I persisted. I constantly, right now, I'm doing it right now. I'm building and I'm developing my skill set. I'm sharpening my tools every single day, every single session, every single phone call, every single encounter, every single live video, every single video, right? Every single handshake. I'm constantly molding and developing my skills. New opportunity, boom! I jump on it, I grab it, I don't let it go, okay? I own it, okay? And now, I'm here, right? I'm in my own home. I have a fiance, and I have a business that is growing. So now, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing for the next step in my life. So maybe you're in your mom's basement right now, and maybe you're living at home, or maybe you're just down and out. You're like, yo, what do I do? Figure out one thing that you excel in. Master that thing. Develop the skill set toward, right, that thing, whatever it is. Develop those skills, okay? Then you gotta pitch it to the marketplace. You gotta have a customer, you need clients, okay? Go find them, they're out there. Put a post up, create an Instagram, build your brand, right? Share your story with people. It might resonate with somebody, right? And once you can reach somebody in the marketplace and share your skills and your tools with them and serve them, then your income will come in. Once the income's coming in, then you get to start to live the life that you want, okay? Got to figure out what you're really good at and what you can excel in, but then you have to master those skills, okay? Maybe you love cars. Figure out everything about cars. What's the ins and outs of a car, right? What's up, champ? Bo Style Fitness. Big shout out to my man Jamal. Bo, crushing it right now. Dominating it in New Canaan right now. All over. Huge shout out. I love the message you're spreading, my man. Love all the hard work you're putting in 7 days a week. I'm telling you, this is the thing that not everybody understands, bro. Like, we live this life every single day. And I have a camera over here. I'm talking to the camera too. But like, this is not meant for everybody. And that's probably one of the most challenging things or conversations we have to have as coaches with, you know, our athletes, our clients, or whoever it is. 7 days a week, right? Like, not everybody's built to live that life. Some people are, but they really have to be willing to live that life. 7 days a week. Like, this is not 5 days, let me take 2 off. 5 days, let me take 2 off. This is 7 days, 365, 24/7. Okay? So if you're willing to live that life and you're willing to sacrifice some of the things that you enjoy right now, but for something greater 5-10 years down the road, then this is for you. Okay? Be a coach, be an entrepreneur, build your brand, build your business, go out into the world, into the marketplace, share your story, go serve somebody. So, and I see Bold Style Fitness just doing that thing right now. So, huge shout out to you, your brand, your community. And it's amazing to be able to see, businesses like yours just thrive out there. And I have much respect for that, because I know what it's like, and you've been doing it longer than me. So, and some days when I'm not feeling it, I see your post, I'm like, man, he's out there, right? He's throwing every 20 minutes, post, boom, video, client, right? So, I mean, that's just how it is. So much respect for you, bro. And much respect for Bold Style Fitness. So, I mean, ultimately, again, an idea is one thing, a thought is one thing, a goal is one thing, but we got to get it down on the paper. Once we put it down on paper and we act on that thing, we're going to get there, right? Develop your skill set. What do you excel in? What are some tools you have? What is something you can master? Master that thing, develop it, and then go serve your community with that thing, whatever it is. Just figure out what one thing was, right? Just one thing. For me, it was coaching and it was football, right? So I mastered that thing, and now I'm serving more people around me. And that's ultimately, how you build whatever it is you're trying to build. All right, you're in control of your life. You're in control of your destiny. Maybe you don't realize it yet, but you have all the power inside of you. And I'm here to tell you today that you have the power, right? So that's it.